Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena 1v1 between Project Belgium or Bugum or just Belgium, playing in blue as the Khmer, picked that civilization, and he's playing against Daniel or AOC Daniel in red as the Britons. This is one of the matches that I mentioned in the, I think the last cast I did. Might not be necessarily the last game that I uploaded on YouTube, but I just casted a game. And Britons against Khmer, I've seen it like 5 times already. This is one of the games that I spectated, and I'm really curious to see how the players are going to do here. I'm not saying that I know how to play Khmer against Britons. Just today I asked FedEx what would you pick, and he would prefer Britons over Khmer here, but I guess you know how to need to know how to play it. And before I'm going into the maps, no, let's go into maps first. Actually, start with Daniel here. Main gold forward, main stone forward, second stone forward outside. Ooh, this could be a trash game in theory at least. Second gold inside forward. Or it's the third gold actually, because second gold safe in the back, which is quite nice. But all the other resources are forward. At least almost everything is inside. Ibex for him, yes, not steer this time. Outside, he's using a cow to keep the gate open. Very nice. The cow is standing in the wrong position. Now we're good? Yes. And relic-wise, there is an extra gold here, one relic in the neutral zone, maybe a little bit closer to Daniel, one relic close to his base. This one, neutral zone, closer to Belgium actually. And the other one, am I missing one? Yes, one more, close to Belgium's base. Third gold for him outside, second gold inside but forward. We have a main gold then, safe to the back, really nice to see. Main stone, second stone safe in the back, so the map for Belgium actually quite good here. And housed on 25. I think I saw this part on stream. Was quite annoyed that he was getting housed here, but okay, it happens, you need to continue to play. And Daniel is going for the aggressive game here, is actually going for the trash. Is it true? Sending 4 villages forward. Is he on stone? He's 3 villages on gold, but not on stone. So not a classic trash here. Let's see, where is he putting the tower? Archer range coming up. He's gone for a barracks apparently. Sentinel I'm not going to check now. Watchtower coming up, and Belgium should be able to see the tower. Yes, he can see it actually. He is going for a few walls now. Tower is up and the villagers is starting to attack. Not sure, do Khmer get extra vision? Maybe they get some for free. I actually want to check this, the Khmer tech tree. Is it a tech tree coming up here? Yes. No buildings required. Farmers, yeah, that's new. Battle defense faster. Villager can garrison in houses, very important. Unique tax and team bonus. Scorpions +1 range. And this is making the Scorpions quite good. So expect to see Scorpions in those matches because they're quite decent against crossbowmen even. And Britons get +1 range, but the Scorpions too, so we have our equal range now. The scout did go in somehow. Not sure if it was a scout fight or if it was still a bug, because this game was played before the hot... Was it played before the hot fix? No. So I guess it was going in and trying to chase down Belgium's scout at the same time. And it looks like Daniel went on stone now. Yes, he's taken a bit of stone. Nice mining camp for him actually. Therefore he's got a second tower up. The archers inside. Scout going down, but was getting some HP off the tower. And they have a little bit of a tower game here. We have Bugum going up to Castle H. There it is, 100%. What are you going to see? I'm expecting a siege workshop to be honest. Or maybe not, as his tower has more HP than Daniel's tower. And Daniel's... Where did the archers go? Are they down? No, they're going back now. Looks like Daniel failed to do damage with the tower rush, so with the siege workshop and scorpions on the way actually, Belgium should be fine here. 4 villagers on stone. I think he moved them from the lumber camp earlier. 3 villagers on gold. No extra TCs yet, but it's not a big problem. He's got very decent farms, you can see it here. Resources are quite good. But you don't want to go fast imp really, because I don't see a unit with Khmer that you want to go for your fast imping, so I'm expecting to see a little bit of a boom coming up very soon. One Scorpion, that's it. The tower here doesn't even care really, or maybe he does. The Scorpion moving forward, and I'm not sure where that Scorpion is going. Ooh, it's just bait, so villagers could re-wall here. I like this move, this was perfect, and the Scorpion is not going down, so it can still do some damage if Daniel is continuing to attack here. And there's the first extra TC coming up for Project Belgium. Right hand side on the wood line. Actually, it's the second extra TC, so number 3. That's number 2 here. Didn't see it, but I like this. Belgium is going for the boom now, and we know how good the Khmer food income is, so the boom will be pretty strong here. The Scorpion now, Mangonel is starting to hit the houses, because why not? They're just annoying, doing nothing here. And the Mangonel is starting to hit the watchtower, which makes a lot of sense. Scorpions, sorry, Crossbowmen taking on the Mangonel. Scorpion, just in case, moving back, and there's more on the way. So the tower will stand, the walls are open once again, and 2 villages moving forward, but it's only an outpost here, no tower yet. And Belgium has close to enough stone for a castle. Mangonel now from Daniel attacking a watchtower. Palisades will go down fast, but the Scorpions have bigger range than the Mangonel here, so the Mangonel actually has to go back. Of course, Project Belgium is microing this as good as he can, and therefore is able to even repel this push. Mangonel, 0 for 0, nothing happening yet. Both have a little bit lower than complete HP. Full HP, but okay. And the castle coming up, protecting the main gold, which makes sense. Then in the meantime, a few crossbowmen, what can are also done, 3 mangonels. Left hand side, we will find that second gold that Belgium is not using yet, or is not taking yet. And a watchtower coming up in front of the blacksmith. You might see 1 or 2 stone pieces of stone wall later on. Let me quickly check. Daniel is on 1, 2, 3 TCs, 3 TC, 1 on the main stone here, another TC coming up on the wood line in the second stone, so it's going for 4 TCs now, and probably trying to get the relics as well, but Belgium should be ahead, and village numbers are looking good for him. It's only 6 ahead, it's not so much, maybe 7, 8, but he probably has better resources, and he should be able to go up to Imperial Age faster. Question is then, what are you going to do in Imp? Khmer suddenly have a lot of options. Like, you can, of course, go for the Scorpions, which makes sense, but heavy Scorpions is expensive. You could go, if you have castles, for Ballista Elephants. Can try to go for, like, Light Cav, even Hussars, I think, is correct, and switch into Battle Elephants. They are very good for Khmer as well. And what else do we have? I think Bombard Cannons and even Siege Rams are available. Is that true? Not entirely sure about it. Another TC coming up in the back here for Belgium as he clicked up to Imperial Age. And now the only question for me is, what is he going to do? Is almost got enough stone for a second castle. He does have now. And with a second castle, he might want to go for Ballista Elephants. And once you have a big mass, they're really tough to counter. I've seen it before. I hope this is up to uploaded to YouTube already, where Siege Oranges did do good damage against those elite ballista elephants, but other than that, it's quite difficult to take them down, and those pikemen or halberdiers need to get close first. Fortified walls for Belgium, which is really nice looking, architecture. You can see that they're fortified, they look quite solid, in my opinion at least. And he's going for that second castle. I'm guessing it's the second castle here. Really good resources. He's not going for the elite ballista elephants. He has siege workshop stable now coming up, not so much military buildings actually. Pure boom for now. And what's the idea? We're up to Imperial Age now. Belgium, what are you going to do? Daniel clicked up. We have cavalry armor, bloodlines coming in, trebuchet and conscription coming up, but no real military production yet. Another castle coming up. This could mean ballista elephants in the end, but he's not producing anything, and this is quite surprising to me, because usually you should be able to take advantage of that, but Belgium's map is quite good and his defensive layout is nice. He even did the guard tower upgrade, so with 3 castles now and Daniel not up to Imperial Age yet, he should be fine. Is that the double crossbow coming up? So either Scorpions or there is the first ballista elephant moving out, and you can see the double projectiles. The trebuchet is hitting that castle that Daniel put forward. He's produced a few longbowmen, but I guess he won't be able to get all the castles up that he would like to have. The elite longbowmen should be able to do fine against the elite ballista elephants, but it still takes a while, and you need some meat shield in front of them, because 7 pierced armor, as you can see, and in the elite form, I'm not sure if it's getting to 8 or just 7, but 310 HP as far as I remember. That's quite good here. Now, those ballista elephants have no upgrades yet. Bloodlines is done, I think, and defensive upgrades, obviously. But the creation is going, and that's the elite ballista elephant upgrade. I was wondering where were all the resources going. So now they're elite, 310 HP. It's still 3 PS armor base, which makes sense. Halberdier on the field already. A few longbowmen. What is Daniel going to do here? How's the resources looking for him? We have a lot of stone, so he could go for another castle here. Went with another TC on the left-hand side, covering or taking the extra gold, and there's extra gold and stone close to each other in the middle, which is interesting. Belgium is now moving forward. He is going for that crucial number of elite ballista elephants, sending trebuchets behind it maybe, and now there's a lot of archer ranges coming up, so maybe he wants to go for elite skirmishers to be able to counter halberdiers and of course those ranged units from the Britons, and suddenly the Britons range doesn't seem so important. Those elite ballista elephants have only 5 range, but appears to be enough, and that Onager going down, not without taking a few of those elite ballista defenders down, but still it looks like Belgium with that boom and Daniel with the more or less failed tower rush. Looks like Bugum is better here with the Khmer going for that castle now, taking it down, and he could also go for all the barracks, which I would like to see here, to be honest, because I think the barracks are the most important military building at this point for Daniel, as he wants to counter those elite ballista elephants. Sending a monk forward. Monks also make sense. As far as I remember, Britain's monks are not too good, not even sure if they get block printing. We have Onagers now moving forward, and I think Onagers is one of the best counters to those elephants. But is it enough here? Halberd is moving forward. A little bit late, in my opinion. Needed to send them early on. And yeah, a lot of those elite ballista elephants are actually going down. Good fight for Daniel here. He's trying to catch up a little bit. He's gone for a keep upgrade even, but there's siege rams now moving in, and Belgium is using all his best army. Hussars on the field as well. Nice to see how Belgium is using all the tech free from the Khmer here. Few more barracks coming up as these others are going down, so the trebuchets taking care of those military production buildings. It's so important. Daniel has good resources in the bank, but no buildings to actually produce. And now he's quickly going for more barracks. Few onagers still on the field. Must make sure that these are not going down easily, but the Hussars are moving forward. And now even lead skirmishes on the field. So Daniel is somehow in trouble, I feel. On the other side, yes, siege rams moving in on the weak side here. And they can take now everything. The ballista defense are going for the villages now. On the other side, the castle might go down soon if Belgium is going to see it. And he's probably going to send those 2 trebuchets. And he just has the majority of military units by a shit ton. Look at this, that's 4 times the military of Daniel, and Daniel is not able to produce enough. Belgium is now even moving in with Hussars going to raid. I think this is pretty much over. The Thrush wasn't really too good, and then Belgium was able to use his map really well. You don't need farms, you don't need mills for these farmers, so no bother where those farmers are. The castle is going down, and Belgium played this really, really well. I think if Daniel had a little bit of a better attack, the tower rush could have delayed Belgium for a little bit more, and then could have the better boom, or at least a comparable boom. But like this, it looks like the Khmer in this tower rush game were a little bit better. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.